Do you love swimming but find that your skin hates it and it feels really tight, dry, maybe a little bit itchy afterwards? Then you're not alone, because swimming in a swimming pool and the chlorine can really mess with your skin. But don't worry, keep watching this video and we're going to look at how you can counteract that with some fabulous skincare, hair care, and a few other little bits and bobs that I've found in my swimming bag along the way as well. Hi, I'm Julie and this is the Glow Studio, and today it's a little bit different, a little bit impromptu actually, because I've literally just returned from my early morning swim. Well, it wasn't too early, but it was about 8 a.m. this morning, early for me. And I love swimming, really love it, and it's my form of relaxation. I'm not an Olympic swimmer or anything like that. It takes me about half an hour to get a kilometre in, and if I'm feeling really good I might carry on and do a mile. And slow and steady wins the race as far as I'm concerned. But I just find it really meditative, just really relaxing. You can't really do a lot else when you're swimming, can you? It's just you in the water. And today it was so lovely. I got in the outdoor pool today. It's a sunny day, a little bit chilly. The pool was just the right temperature, and the sunshine and the ripples and the reflections on the bottom of the pool were just amazing, and a little bit of steam coming off the top as well. I just felt like I was in heaven this morning. So that all of that's inspired me to share with you some of my tips and a few things that I keep in my swimming bag. Like I say, these are things that just work for me. Maybe they'll give you something to think about. And if you've got any questions at all, drop me a message or pop a comment. I'd love to hear from you. So first things first, and I'm just going to keep looking at my notes to make sure I don't miss anything out for you here, because I've had to do a little bit of research quickly as I got home and had my cup of coffee to make sure that I was covering everything to give you some value today. So chlorine and other pool chemicals, I mean, it's probably obvious, isn't it? But they do strip away the natural oils in your skin, which help to perform a protective effect on your skin, and all of that leads to dryness, itchiness and sensitivity. So you're stripping away the oils which form the natural skin barrier, and then you get the sensitivity issues. And research shows that swimmers' skin loses significantly more water. I think it's called transepidermal water loss. That increases, so it leaves your skin dehydrated after leaving the pool. And dehydrated skin is never a good look, especially when you're a certain age and you're trying to do some swimming to get some exercise in. The last thing you want to do is have rubbish looking skin at the end of your session in the pool. So chlorine also disrupts the microbiome, which is a natural bacteria living on your skin, and they also perform a really important role in maintaining that skin barrier and the health of your skin as well. So chlorine destroys that, and it disrupts the balance of your natural microbiome in your skin, which can then lead to irritation, flare-ups of eczema if you suffer from eczema, or even swimmer's acne. Sometimes people find they get acne after they've been in the pool as well. And sometimes people develop a chlorine rash, which is an irritant type of dermatitis. It's not an actual allergy, but it's just the irritation of the chlorine. So how can we try to prevent this happening in the first place? So before we actually even get in the pool, I'd always rinse off in the shower, first of all. I know there's all signs up everywhere saying, please rinse before you get in the pool. It's not just to rinse, all your chemicals off your body and your deodorant and all the rest of it. It will actually help to provide a bit of a layer between you and the chlorine. And in the same way, I always wash my hair as well. Don't wash my hair, I rinse it in water, because it just helps to form an additional layer between me and the chlorine. If you really struggle over your body and your face, you might want to apply a light barrier cream or a light moisturizer to reduce the absorption of chlorine on your skin. I feel that I don't need that, but it might be something that you need to consider. And then once you've had your swim, then shower immediately afterwards as well to wash away any chlorine off your body. I know at my pool there is a shower shampoo / body gel in the shower cubicle itself, which is lovely, but you might find that you need a special pH balance cleanser. you don't want any harsh foaming washes after you've been in the pool. So just have a think about that. If you feel like the soap that's supplied isn't suiting your skin, maybe just take one along with you. And then after you've showered and you've dried your skin, then you want to apply some lovely hydrating products. I don't use anything particularly special or expensive, actually. I love the Dove one, really suits my skin. And it's the Dove Pro Age. I'll pop a link in the description. It's not very expensive. It's great for sort of older skin as well. And it's just a really great one to keep in your swimming bag. Love the aroma of that one. And then it's really important to stay hydrated inside and out. So drink water after you swim. I actually take a water bottle poolside with me as well, because it gives me an excuse to stop for a little while and have a break. It looks like I'm doing something and not being lazy. So with regards to facial skincare after your swim, if you've watched any of my other videos, you might have heard me talk about, I'm really lucky. I've got just normal skin. I think I do look after it quite well. But when I've been swimming, so I'll go swimming 2 or 3 times a week, but after my swim, I switch my skincare products up. So I keep a different type of skincare product in my swimming bag than I normally use through the rest of the week. And I have products for sensitive skin. So again, with the shower gel that's provided in the changing rooms, I don't wash my face with that. So I'll have my own cleanser in my swimming bag that I'll cleanse my face with after a swim. And then once I'm all dried off and dressed, and then I will apply some products for sensitive skin. I will link the ones that I like to use in the description below. I think sensitive skincare products, they're not all created equally. So some are very simple, and I think almost too simple in the fact that there's nothing in them to irritate your skin, but there's nothing in there either to help build up that skin microbiome again and help to build up that skin barrier function again. So just be a little bit careful. You know, you do want a product that's actually got something in there that is going to support your skin and help strengthen that skincare barrier and boost your microbiome and get that back to normal as quickly as possible. So I'll use my own cleanser in the shower, and then I'll use a serum for sensitive skin after that, and then I will use a moisturizer. I can normally get away with just reapplying my SPF if it's during the day. So morning swim like today, I'll just apply my SPF because it has got some botanicals in there, which do help support the skin barrier. And the other thing that I really like to apply is a really moisturizing eye cream, because I wear goggles and I just feel the pressure of the goggles on my eyes and the chlorine around the edges. I really feel like my eyes need a really good eye cream after a swim as well. So again, I'll link some product suggestions in the description. And then hair care tips. I'm not an expert on hair care, and I've tried a few different products because I kind of feel my hair is coloured. So, you know, I'm of that age where I do get the roots coming through. And my hairdresser does despair a little bit. And she, "Oh, you're still swimming, Julie?" Yes, I am still swimming. I'm not going to give up the swimming just to improve the quality of the hair colour. So we've found a nice balance. Like I've said, before I even go swimming, I will wet my hair, rinse it thoroughly. I don't wash it. I just make sure it's absolutely drenched in the shower before I get in the pool. And then I also wear a swimming cap, so double protection. And then when I come out of the pool, I rinse it off with a clarifying shampoo. Now, there's a couple that I've tried. Currently, I'm on the Paul Mitchell one, the clarifying shampoo. Really liking that, actually, and a little bit goes a long way. So the clarifying shampoos are not the cheapest shampoos on the market, but I find you only really need to use them once a week. Although I swim 2 or 3 times a week, you don't want to overuse them, especially if you've got coloured or treated hair, because it can really strip the hair. So that's the one I tend to use once a week, and then I'll just use my ordinary shampoo and conditioner the rest of the time. But usually sulfate free. Colour protecting shampoos are the way to go the rest of the time, and I would just definitely use a clarifying shampoo once a week to get rid of all that chlorine. I think my hair colour's a lot better since I've been using the clarifying shampoo. I used to get a bit of a line, a bit of a grow out line, and yeah, my hairdresser was like, "What are you doing?" I think that's definitely improved. So she's not mentioned it recently, so I think that's definitely working. The body care, I've already talked about the body lotion that I like to use. Another top tip there is, if you can, invest in a microfiber towel, you know, the really soft ones. Not only will it feel lovely on your skin, it's not going to rub your skin as much. So if your body skin does get really irritated after a swim, they're so lovely and just really gentle on the skin as well. And best to pat your skin dry rather than rub, especially, like I say, when you've been in the chlorine. So just before I go, I'd just like to mention another couple of products that I really love. They're a bit of an investment, but like I say, swimming is my happy place at the moment and I love it. And I was really struggling getting the miles. I won't say the miles. I wish I could say I was swimming miles. I was really struggling getting the distance in. And I always like to do at least a kilometre, then I feel like I've achieved something that day. But it can get a little bit boring, can't it? It can get a little bit boring sometimes, especially if I'm not in the right frame of mind. And also if I'm in the pool and there's loads of kids around and they're making lots of noise, or a swimming lesson, they're shouting, or there's the aqua aerobics going on, it's really distracting and it sort of takes me out of my zone. I love kids, don't get me wrong, I've got two of my own. They're absolutely fine, nothing against kids. So last Christmas, my husband bought me these, the Open Swim Pro. Again, I'll pop a link in the description. And this is what they look like in real life. And they just sort of hook at the back and then hook over your ears. And I actually use them on dog walks as well now, because it's great. You can still hear the traffic and everything that's going on around, because they just hook over your ears there. I have to say, didn't get on with them at first because I was really struggling to work out how to put the music on and and how to work them. And now I've got all of that sussed. These are an absolute game changer for me. So I can really recommend, if you're really into your swimming and you want something to help you go the distance, I definitely would recommend those. They're absolutely brilliant. And the other things that I'm really pleased with are my their Hoop goggles, which I've tried. I mean, it's a very personal thing, isn't it? I've tried a few in the past. My husband lent me these ones, which are brilliant. I wore these today, actually, still wet, because I've been in the outdoor pool and it's been quite sunny. So they're like a dark lens. So they were fantastic today. And they just fit so well, no leaks, that I treated myself to another pair. So yes, I have two of those. It's a real treat. I'll pop any appropriate links in the description below if you've got any questions or queries. Like I said, it's slightly off topic, but you know, it is about skincare and just the other bits and pieces that I like as well. So quick recap: rinse before you go in, rinse after you come out, gentle cleansers, restore your skin's natural barrier, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate your skin, your hair, everything. And please do enjoy your swimming. It's fantastic for your body, your well-being, and with the right routine, you don't have to let pool water damage your skin. So there you have it. Simple ways to keep your skin, hair, and body happy, even if you're in the pool a few times a week. So I'd love to hear from you. Are you a swimmer too? Can you offer me any top tips? Or you've got some favourite products that you like to use? Do let me know. And if you found it helpful, give the video a like and subscribe for more midlife skincare advice. Your skin will definitely thank you for it. Thanks for being here. Bye for now.